Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today I'm returning to my Ultimate General Civil War series. This is again taken from a series of live streams that I did of Ultimate General Civil War. In fact, I just finished up the end of my Confederate Let's Play series, although that's probably some 14 episodes or so into the future of this series. In this video, we will be looking at the Battle of Shiloh, or at least the beginning of the Battle of Shiloh. We've already played through the Bull Run campaign and its minor battles surrounding. We have since played through all of the Western campaign battles and the surrounding minor battles around that. So now at this point in time, all we need to do is make sure our troops are in good enough shape and ready to go, and then we'll go ahead and jump forward to the Battle of Shiloh and fight that one out. I think, in my opinion, the Battle of Shiloh is actually the best modeled battle in this game that I've played thus far. Remember, the game goes up to Antietam. It doesn't cover more than half of the actual historical battles, but the sort of episodic nature of jumping around the battlefield, two separate halves to the battlefield that you'll see, I think is brilliantly done and very well fits the atmosphere of the actual battle. I think it models it very well. But with me kind of talking off here, and rather than doing that and letting you get to the actual action, I'll go ahead and cut that off here. I'll jump over to the live stream audio. Remember, this is from a live stream, so you may hear some stuff that's me talking with the audience or things like that, but that's just because it's from a live stream. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll catch you at the end. Had a realistic appraisal of what could have been accomplished. It would be interesting if he had pulled back or if he hadn't gotten himself killed. Well, it's hard to say, but I think he's a decent commander. I don't think he was all that well suited or didn't have the time to grasp the situation. He certainly, in my opinion, was better than someone like Bragg, who just was he just didn't really fight, didn't really want to fight, it seemed like, or especially Johnson, Joseph E. Johnston. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting question. Anyway, guys, so let's take a look here. I think we probably want some more cavalry, right? So I guess we'll do that. Maybe another 750. We don't have 750 palmettos. We do have 750 Cook and Brothers. Cavalry musket adequate for distant fighting and dismounted skirmishing. Is that the only thing we have 750 of? We've got the Colts. Standard revolver and saber for powerful mounted charges. It's a rifle, though. Standard revolver and saber for powerful mounted charges. I don't really want to charge. Let's see here. I think that's the only thing I've got 750 of, though. Alright, we'll do it. So, that kind of answered my own question. I don't have a ton of money left. Let's see here. 16,000. What do we have that we can, just... Whoa. Just clicked on the wrong spot on the screen. Okay, what do we have in our shops? Why is it giving him a... Oh, armory for shops. We don't have much in our armory.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to do 700 men. This is going to be a small brigade, but I feel like I may need every man I can get. So let's see what we've got. We've got... This unit has 764.
Sir, yes, sir.
So we're going to do exactly that so we can, max out our number of troops on the map. So this first division is going to be horribly undermanned, but it's basically going to be made up of units that have at least 500.
Yes, sir.
You have to have 1,000? No, 500. And then we'll kind of upscale based on what we can afford.
Yes, sir.
I think we probably want to go at least 750, right? Well, we can afford a full brigade of these guys. What about these guys? Nope. Do we have any other weapons that we have a lot of in the armory? No, we don't. So we might as well get what we can. I know this is going to be a very understrength unit, guys, but it's going to be the best that we can do, right? So it'll give us an extra 2,400 troops in one division of the 2nd Corps, 2 brigades. We've got kind of the very well-equipped and well-put-together First Corps, and then we've got the fragmentary one division, partial division in the Second Corps. We've got 24 guns, 500 skirmishers, 750 cavalry. If we go to the Battle of Shiloh, which is our next engagement, you'll see if we lose, we still get 12,000 replacements, which replaces more than we need. Actually, maybe I should, now that we're going into the Battle of Shiloh, maybe I should use that reputation and cash in on some good weapons. What's the government think of us right now, by the way? So no morale effect, our fame is growing still. So same scenario as last time. We've got decent division commanders. We've got Thomas Jackson and Innes Doles for our first two divisions. Our third division could be improved. We could use some of our reputation to get, Early or Stewart or Ewell. I'm kind of partial to Early to replace one of our third division commander. But the flip side would be using that to get some extra guns. What do you guys think? We've got 18 reputation to spend. We can use it on Lorenz's, Napoleon's, MJ and Type 2s. Mississippi Rebel Design, we've already got that. Okay, so maybe we use it on Lorenz's or a commander. Actually, we could use it on both, but then if we lose this battle, we'll be borderline fired. So what do you guys think? Actually, that's a good call out. You can use the guns for the Second Corps and then make it stronger. So we'll do that. Order this. So 2,000 of those. And then I think what we can do is we can max out Pratt. We can switch him over to the Lorenz that we just got for free.
Yes, sir.
Wait, why does that cost money? I'm confused.
Sir.
Oh, wait. No, I'm confused. Again. So we've got 1,000 in the armory. What did I just do?
Yes, sir.
What the hell did I just do? Why?
Yes, sir.
Why does it cost money? I thought it was free when you already had the guns. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. What about another infantry brigade?
Yes, sir.
How many of these do we have? So we can make another infantry brigade. Lorenz's, we've got 1,088, so we can do that for free. I don't quite understand why it works that way, but we'll have 2 brigades with Lorenz's rather than 1.
Yes, sir.
Nope. No, we won't, because you have to pay $1 per soldier, because I'm dumb. So that's the issue. Each soldier costs $1 or $11. But we have those weapons. Why am I paying $11 per Lorenz?
Yes, sir.
I'm glad I botched that. Well, that was a clusterfuck, because I'm an idiot. So here's the thing, though, is does having a better division commander actually influence the outcome of a fight? I'm not sure if it does. I'm not going to use the reputation. I'm going to store it. So I'm glad I just screwed that up. At least I made this small brigade a little bit more efficient. But I think that'll do it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into Shiloh. Grand battle, you can see here, April 6, 1862. Major General Ulysses S. Grant moved down his army via the Tennessee River and disembarked at the Pittsburgh Landing. Grant is expecting Major General Don Carlos Buell to join him with the Army of the Ohio for an attack on Corinth, 22 miles inland. At Corinth, Confederate Major General Sidney Johnson, the hero and sort of the golden boy, the wunderkind of the Confederacy, was working fervently to shape the incoming regiments of fresh troops to the working Army of Mississippi. I thought it was the Army of Tennessee. Johnson plans to execute a surprise attack before the two armies meet. You're going to lead the assault with your forces consisting of the first attack wave. Oh, that's why they're not free. I'm choosing veterans. Good call out. I can only put one corps in the field anyway. which kind of sucks that my corps is the size it is. I'd like more brigades, but it is what it is, my organizational limitations. Actually, wait a minute. Am I stupid? I might be stupid, folks. Let's take a look at this. Career. So we have one more career point. So now that I got you all ready for battle, if we increase this will allow us to have 3 divisions per corps, 4 brigades per division, 2,000 max. So this doesn't really change anything, does it?
Yes, sir.
I don't think it changes anything. But now that I went back, I can't actually change it to that. Oh, I can increase the size of my brigades. Well, damn. I don't want to dilute these guys. These guys are decent, so maybe we just make these guys rookies and max out their weapons.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There you go. So we got an extra 900 troops. Hopefully that. Well, we can't even deploy them into these units, so that was dumb of me. I mean, I wouldn't have had the money because I didn't want to use rookies. I could always swap one of these brigades out. But all these guys have pretty good experience. That's a problem. And if I do start switching rookies in for these more experienced brigades, then they do lose effectiveness, which I don't really want to do. And I do think skirmishers are valuable. But I kind of feel like in this initial attack, well, the skirmishers help us identify. They kind of act like scouts, but we'll change that around here. So these 2,000 men. Okay. Alright, so this brigade's about 5,000 men, division 3,700 and 4,500. Okay, so that's the lookout. We've got a Lorenz and a Mississippi unit, so the 3rd Division has some good weapons, but these guys are horribly inexperienced. So I think we're really ready for battle. The 2nd Corps, when it comes on, will have, you know, a little bit less supply. We're okay with that. All right, let's go ahead and let's deploy. Okay. I can interchange brigades, yes, but I can't interchange, I can't stack these 2 corps on top of each other, unfortunately. So we'll be stuck at 12 brigades for our initial attack. It says our details are 31,000 men, so we've got other corps included, which are not part of our core force. So we'll be outnumbered by about 15,000 men, and nearly twice the guns. Assuming this intelligence is accurate. So let's go. See what happens here, folks. General Grant's transported his army via the Tennessee River to this location and is preparing to advance further south. Wow, this is a sprawling battlefield. I fear we may need to capture some of their supplies in order to have this battle, our supplies, last. I probably didn't prepare sufficiently, logistically speaking. Man, this is a huge battlefield. Okay. So we have the early advantage. We need to deploy swiftly. So the first objective looks like it's just one. So this map looks smaller than what they just showed us. This must be a multi-phase battle, kind of like the way that Ultimate General Gettysburg worked. But this is their initial camp. You can see here we can deploy 10 brigades initially. What I wish the game had was a road column march, which I don't think it does. We're going to try and stick to the roads here. The artillery is not going to be a ton of use until the fight's really joined. All right. Time to start the battle. Bartow's widows will be up front. Oh, they do move into a road column, it looks like. Except I'm marching them not through the road. Okay, so we'll march them up that roadway this way. Kind of try and take separate roads to maybe lessen the congestion on the roads, or at least that's the general idea. We'll see how this pans out. I'm not very good at drawing. Not very good at drawing lines. Okay. All right, folks. I think that's all of our troops are now in motion. Shiloh Church is our objective. Bartow's guys are way out front. Double quick some of these guys to get things moving a little bit quicker. Close up gaps with these lead guys. These guys are more on the roads than these guys are, it looks like. Looks like there's defensive positions around these. So we'll see. I'm sure I'm going to just charge my troops forward piecemeal and get them all shot up or something to that effect. Trying to use my cavalry as scouts, but they'll probably give our position away too, right? Does look like their condition does a little bit better when they are on these roads. Yes, actually, you are completely correct. Commander of a Ohio brigade or regiment did tell Sherman that the rebels were coming, but he had also been incredibly skittish prior to that, where for several days he had been talking about how, you know, the rebels are coming, the rebels are coming, the rebels are coming, and there was no real reason or evidence to believe that they were. And then, finally, by the time that the rebels actually were coming, no one believed him anymore, so it was very much a boy who cries wolf scenario. You can see here the enemy has some guns up top this hill here. Looks like the skirmishers drove off our cavalry. Actually, no, their skirmishers are retreating. What are our weapons again? Okay, so Colt revolvers. So they are designed for charges. This unit is ready for charges. There you go. So we got their skirmishers to surrender. Oh boy. Lots of Federals here on the right. We'll try and push forward these guys up toward the Shiloh Church. Secure our left. Where's all this talking of retreat coming from? Okay, so our artillery is firing. So we've overrun the first camp here, Federals. Working on the second. The Confederate plan at the Battle of Shiloh was actually to drive the Federals from their right, from the Confederate right to the Federal left, and drive them into a swamp. As it turned out, they ended up driving them left to right instead. Wow, that was tough. Man, these guys aren't doing much in terms of their charges aren't that effective. I thought they were supposed to be all set for powerful charges, but we have routed the Federal. Looks like we routed the Federal guns, and we're driving the Federal infantry back on the right. So, hope I'm engrossing enough for you guys here. I'm trying to keep everything straight. Moving our artillery up, I would say. Oh, wow. What's Pratt doing just sitting back there? So it looks like a melee is happening here. The Stonewall Brigade's sitting in the defensive fortifications here, kind of anchoring the center of our line. You can see here some heavy fighting going on both of our, on the entire right of our line. Going to try and anchor our position on this fortification, because even if they drive us back, then they're going to have troops in their rear. Okay, so far things are going okay. We've caught them a little bit off guard. I'm not confident my supplies will hold out, for being honest. I don't think I prepared enough at the start. You can see here Stonewall's boys have lost about 100, but they've inflicted more than 5 times that number. Holy cow! 231 kills to 1 death. Go Irish Brigade. Okay, so I think the Shiloh Church is pretty much ours. Multiple Federal brigades streaming back to the right. Attack the Union right. Click to continue. Our last corps is now arriving to attack the Union center and left. Okay. The Federals became alert of our presence and are making a defensive line. They will soon be holding a strong position ahead of us if we do not attack rapidly. The center of the Union Army is currently controlled from this location. Push forward and take it. Their left flank must also be secured. It should be lightly defended, as our pickets report. Okay. Advance and watch your flanks, General. The Union Army may counterattack from behind those woods. Great. Oh, wait. You gotta be kidding me. I only get my second corps? Really? This is all I get? Oh, I'm screwed. Wait, no. Okay. Looks like our troops are coming up. General Baggett, your service, sir. Ready to break the Union left. Good. So yeah, the Federals were actually strongest near the river because they had some gunboats there, and the Confederate attack was supposed to drive them away from the river, but in reality ended up driving them toward the river and back on the gunboats that they could fall back and, you know, have some support on. Okay. Thank God. Hopefully this right flank is actually lightly secured. No, these guys are going to go toward the center. We can always drive right if we have to. Okay, so 2nd Corps under General Braxton Bragg Jenkins' cavalry scouting out to the right. Where are these guys getting hit from? Actually, we're going to have our cavalry deal with these skirmishers. I don't think they can really charge through the woods. We'll see. Oh, more skirmishers to our right. So good to keep that in mind. Looks like there's more skirmishers up that river, but our cavalry's coming in behind them. They have Cook and Brother weapons, though. I don't know if they'll be very good in a melee. We'll see. Not really. Giving about as good as they're taking. So, yep, our cavalry didn't fare well in that brief melee with the skirmishers. Well enough to damage them, but not enough to destroy them, and they're kind of cut off here at this point, so we'll see. Kind of worried I took too many of my troops away from the attack on the left. Got 3 full brigades here that I'm trying to flank right on this hill. I don't know if I'll have sufficient troops to drive the Federals back here. We'll see. Okay. Alright, Jenkins, you gotta pull back out if you can get out of there. There you go. So those guns were deployed close enough toward these enemy that they really helped devastate them by the looks of it. Well, only 50 casualties, so maybe not quite what I had hoped. So pond and... Alright, we've got 2 brigades against Stuart there. Can they catch up with the skirmishers? Force them into a melee? Yes. Okay, good. Now destroy these bastards. There you go. Alright. Now you come in behind Stuart. We'll have guys on both of his flanks. We'll have a double envelopment going. Meanwhile, we have pushed forward on this field. Capture these enemy supplies. Hopefully they're good for something. Our last units have arrived. Breckinridge with Reserve Corps are coming up. Alright. So now we've got to move against the Federal right with the Reserve Corps. So this is it, guys, between the last fight and this one. The last fight must have been on the left. And this one's on the right, so Jenkins is driven back. But good to see Stuart's double envelopment definitely crushed him a bit. I may chop this stream up and kind of provide commentary over it in the when I put it on YouTube. So keep that in mind, just because at this point I'm kind of focusing maybe too much on, you know, winning the battle and less on providing insightful commentary, just because, well, frankly, there's a lot going on right here. This is a big fight. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this stream. Or not stream, but that's going to do it for this part of the video on demand, a breakup of the Battle of Shiloh. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. You're seeing the initial attacks on the Union camps and my attempt to drive them back and rout the Union forces. So far, things appear to be going well as we've driven the Union out of several of their camps and we've continued advancing north. But until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the description. But until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.